Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host and presenter, Advocate Tulo Hoyane. Today is Boxing Day. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas yesterday. You'll recall that about 3 weeks ago, I wrote a letter to the Minister of Justice. And in that letter, I was raising a lot of concerns surrounding the investigation of the Senzo Meyiwa matter and the trial itself. I indicated to the minister that I was not writing that letter in my own personal capacity. I indicated in that letter that, I have concerns about the way the investigation was conducted and the trial that we are seeing unfold in the Pretoria High Court is going, and some of the information that is coming to the fore, in spite of that trial, which has, identified those 5 men sitting in the dock as the possible murderers or killers of Senzo Meyiwa. Unfortunately, up to now, I've not even received even as much as an acknowledgement of the receipt of that letter by the Office of the Minister of Justice, let alone a response regarding the contents of that letter. Well, I indicated to you at the time when I dispatched the letter that I was not very optimistic that I was going to get a response. And I told you, I said at that time that whether or not I get a response is beside the point. The struggle continues. This is not the end of the story. But you see, the fact that I'm not getting even an acknowledgement of my letter, let alone, like I've indicated, any response to the contents of that letter, says something to South Africa. It says people just simply don't care. I mean, Senzo's life does not matter, you know. And they're also saying to me, for want of a better expression, who the hell do you think you are? You know, we are not going to favor you with any response because the only thing I can make of that is, Senzo's life does not matter. They are not concerned about the injustices that we are seeing around the Senzo Meyiwa investigation and trial. That is the South Africa that we live in today. That is what has become of the justice system of this country. But I am not even moaning about not getting a response. I've got other, avenues to pursue. And they are not. My going forward with this matter was not dependent on me getting a response from, the minister. You'll recall also that there is that million signature campaign that I've launched. Well, let me be frank and realistic with you. I might not get a million signatures. I might not get a million people to sign up to that campaign. But if I get a substantial number, that would be enough for me. We will mount a demonstration. I will personally lead that demonstration outside the Pretoria High Court. And I'll be bringing you footage and coverage of that demonstration outside the Pretoria High Court, where we are going to say all in one voice, justice for Senzo now. Right? That is how we are going to go about it, to apply pressure on whoever, is sitting on docket 375, because clearly somebody is sitting on that version. People don't want to see the version in 375 see the light of day. Somebody just wants to, hurry through with this trial and see this trial, convict the wrong people who have got nothing to do with the killing of Senzo Meyiwa, and that will be it. And for me, that is not justice, because we are not just going to have a trial just for the sake of having a trial. Justice demands that we must get the right people in the dock if you are going to have a trial. And everybody, the responses that I'm getting from you, everybody is of the view that the people that we see in the Pretoria High Court sitting there, charged with the murder of Senzo Meyiwa, are not the killers of Senzo Meyiwa. Some other people are concerned. And we are getting this from investigators of the case. We are not just making up these things. I am conducting a forensic investigation of my own. I am talking to investigators of the matter, people who are on the ground, who are giving me hands-on information about what really happened. when this matter was being investigated. This is why tomorrow I'll be bringing you up a very explosive interview that I'm going to have with Warrant Officer Makubu. Warrant Officer Makubu is the person who opened Docket 375. He knows better than anybody what 375 was all about. I'll be engaging Warrant Officer Makubu to say, Warrant Officer, why was 375 opened? In the light that we already had 636, right? Why was it abandoned? Do you know anything about Gininda's so-called, prosecution-led investigation, which Gininda wants to let us believe led to the, abandoning of, docket 375 in favor of docket 636, right? I'll be asking him about all those issues. I talked to Warrant Officer Makubu yesterday, but he was driving. But one of the initial things that he just said to me, advocate, there are so many lies in that, that I'm seeing unfold in that trial in the Pretoria High Court. That was just his preliminary, assessment of things, even before we get to the interview proper. But I'll be bringing you that interview, and it should be a very explosive sort of thing which should be of interest to all of you, and it will add to all the knowledge that we already have about what is going on with the Senzo Meyiwa investigation and the trial. The people who are involved, who is behind. You must find the people who are behind sweeping the version that we see in 375 under the carpet, right? Because the only weapon we have, as it is Docket 375. So I'll be talking to Warrant Officer Makubu, and Warrant Officer Makubu will be giving me all the details, all the shenanigans surrounding, the Senzo Meyiwa matter. And he will lay it all bare for us to see. So look forward to that interview. It should be very interesting to all of you to hear. Having said that, let me thank you for all the views that I'm seeing. Let me also thank you for all the subscriptions that I'm seeing. This initiative is certainly going somewhere because of your support. Please keep on viewing these videos. Please keep on subscribing and let us grow this initiative. And I've always said in the past that it is only with your support that we can grow this initiative. Without you, this initiative is nothing. So, in the next episode, which is tomorrow morning, let us look forward to what Warrant Officer Makubu is going to say. Don't miss that one. That is a must-watch video. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for watching, rather. And please have a nice boxing day. Thank you very much.